At the beginning of the film, we are shown the future, the time many years ahead. A company named Medusa changes the DNA of humans and makes them super soldiers, who are powerful and are called mutants, but they are doing all this illegally and secretly from everyone. So that's why an agent comes to their company to get information, but the company finds out. For this, they also catch him and experiment on him, and his DNA is also changed. After it, they start erasing his memory. Meanwhile, the rest of the agents also come, who shoot there and kill all the workers and save their agent. Here we know the name of this agent is Ching, after which the team leader of these agents copies all the data of the company into a small device. After it, they were leaving, but then suddenly some tentacles come down and attack one of their men. After it, a very dangerous monster comes in front of them. It turns out that those tentacles were of this monster. It becomes furious seeing this and moves forward to attack, but they start firing bullets to stop it. It was so powerful that the bullets had no effect on it, and the monster attacks them. It was picking up and beating the agents and kills them. It has ended many of the agents. Seeing this, Ching climbs on top of it and attacks its head with a knife again and again. Due to this, the monster becomes enraged that it throws Ching down and starts attacking him with its tentacles. As the tentacles start wrapping around her, she cuts off all its tentacles with her knife one by one, and she runs away from there and imprisoned that monster in the lab. They were moving forward. Meanwhile, a problem comes in front huge than the monster, a girl with white hair. But she was very dangerous and powerful because she was turned into a mutant by changing her DNA. She was the one who sent that monster behind them because she had been watching them from the control room for so long. Now she comes close to all of them and hypnotizes them. Now Ching was also a mutant, that's why she comes out of her hypnotizing effect soon. And then she also removes the effect of hypnotizing from her companions. When she comes to her senses, her team leader attacks that girl, but she picks him up and throws him away. Then she attacks him again with her leg and starts hitting from here and there repeatedly. After a while of fighting, they find out that we can't beat her. She is very powerful. That's why the team leader gives Ching a small device and asks her to run away, and he again fights with that girl, where there is a lot of fighting between the two of them, but once again she stops him easily and throws him away. After that, Ching also attacks her and the fight goes on for a long time with both hands. But in this, that girl was dominant on Ching. She grabs Ching's neck and throws him away. Because of it, she falls on the luggage. In addition to this, she beats her a lot and makes her condition worse. She grabs her hair, pulls and throws her away, but then Ching's DNA starts changing suddenly. But what happens after this is not shown to us. Right after it, we see the head manager of Medusa Company. He comes to the company's office where the team leader of the agents was kept captive. He asks the team leader, "Tell me, where is Ching and that small device?" Now Ching was not with them, so it means that she has run from there. But now when the team leader does not tell him about Ching and that device, so he becomes furious. That's why he attacks the team leader with his rod and kills him. After this, we see Ching at a weird place. As Ching comes to her senses, that boy starts coming to her to tell her about himself, but Ching becomes enraged that she hits him with a punch and throws him away. By getting a chance, she runs out of there and the boy also follows her. After coming out, Ching was seeing everything around her as if she was seeing all this for the first time. That means she has lost her memory and the company was successful in erasing her memory. That's why she was worried to see everything, but then that boy comes to her and tries to make her normal. She grabs his neck and then suddenly everything stops there. Seeing it, she understands that I have the power to stop time, with the help of which she stops an accident that is going to happen there and saves a worker's life. But because of using her power, the company finds out her location. Means where is she at this time? That's why at the next moment, a lot of people from the company come there. with whom Ching fights one after the other, and she was killing them by using her power. During the fight, when she was killing them, she finds out about her two other powers. One was teleportation and the other was super strength. Teleportation means that she could disappear from one place and go to another place, and super strength means that she is so powerful that no one can stand in front of her. That's why she uses both her powers a lot here. She attacks them, disappears, attacks again and disappears again. When one man comes to attack her, she fights him with her hands and beats them a lot. But when a lot of people come to attack together, she attacks them first and attacks them again, being disappeared. When she ends them all, the boy comes to her and asks her to come with him, but Ching refuses to go with her. Hearing this, the boy shows her his ID and tells her that he is a police officer. That's why you can't refuse me now. Now when the head manager of the company finds out that my people were unsuccessful in catching Ching, and all of them were killed during the fight, he becomes furious. Immediately after that, a girl named Angela comes to him, who was actually the second manager of the company. She comes here and starts making fun of the head manager and his colleagues, that they all turned out to be failures and lost, so you can't do this from now on. I will do this work. I will catch Ching somehow. After that, we see Ching and that police officer with him, who had now become friends. That's why he is helping Ching to regain his memory. He gets to know from the system of the police station that where was Ching for the last few days. It means before meeting him, and he finds out that he was a part of a visitor group. There were many other girls with him, and they had come here to roam, but then Ching started working as an agent here. Now Ching gets a small device in her pocket that was given to her by the team leader, in which there was the data of that companion. They were thinking of checking it. Meanwhile, a huge pillar enters their house. After that, the door of their room breaks with a bang. Then a girl comes there which was of the same visitor group of Ching, but now she was also becoming a super soldier, with which the company was controlling with the help of a device that was also attached to her neck. Now as she comes, she suddenly attacks Ching, where Ching also does not sit comfortably. She also starts attacking him. Both are beating each other a lot. After that, as the two are away from each other, they come running again and start fighting again. They were hitting each other with their hands, sometimes with their legs. The girl sees herself getting weak and goes out of here. Passing through every floor, Ching was getting stuck in the stones. That's why she comes down and gets injured a lot. So much injured that she was just about to die, but then, like the beginning, her DNA starts changing again. Due to this, her strength increases to a great extent, and now she is completely fine. As she gets up due to her strength, a huge wave produces there. Now that girl controls the stones and sticks them on her hand. She had made a kind of weapon, with which she attacks Ching, but Ching only with her own powerful hand attacks her. After it, Ching beats her a lot. Yes, during this, the company ends that girl through that device, but Ching also falls unconscious here because she was injured a lot in this fight. When in the meantime her friend immediately takes her to the hospital. Now we see the company's head manager say to Angela, now you had sent your super soldier, so how did you fail? Moreover, you killed one of our super soldiers now because the company's owner hears all this. That's why he asks them to stop this fight and somehow find that device. Now we see Ching, who becomes fine as she was given an injection. And now she goes to the lab with her friend to attack. As she comes here, she remembers her memories. Her memory had come back a little, in which she sees the girl with white hair caught her and had experimented on her. It was the same place we saw at the beginning, and soon they reach there. Ching remembers everything as she reaches there, in which she sees that her captain assigned her mission to bring the info of this company, in which she wasn't successful and was caught, and then through a screen Angela starts talking to them, because she had kept an eye on him for a long time, in which she says that if Ching does not give us that device within an hour, then we will kill all the innocent people in the city. But because of this, Ching does not care at all. In fact, She takes some more information from the company and leaving. Seeing it, the police officer becomes furious at her, says that when you cannot save the innocent people of the city, then what is the use of bringing the truth of this company in front of everyone? Ching still does not listen to her and goes to the captain. After her departure, her companion, the police officer, sitting sadly at a place thinking that I am not so powerful, I cannot fight with them alone, but despite this, he prepares for the attack. Ching reaches her captain and says while giving him the information about the device and the company, to help her companion, but he clearly refuses as no, I cannot do anything like this is not our job. Saying this, he leaves, and hearing such selfish things, Ching is quite surprised and says, then I made a big mistake by giving you the device and information. After which we see the same police officer who reaches in front of the people of the company. Although he knew that he will not be able to win this fight, but he reaches there to save innocent lives. He was alone one side and on the other side, so many people of the company. But now before their fight starts, Ching comes there and she says to her police officer companion, that I am sorry I did not listen to you, but now I will not let you fight this goodness fight alone. I am also with you. Immediately after it, many soldiers of the company start moving toward them. Ching also moves ahead. She was attacking them repeatedly with a sword, being disappeared again and killing them. She is successful in killing many of their soldiers, but in the meantime, Angela catches the police officer, and with a knife attacks him many times in his chest. Seeing this, Ching becomes furious, that's why she quickly goes to kill Angela. Seeing this, Angela also starts running, and because she was much stronger than Ching, so she stabs her in the stomach, and keeps stabbing again and again. Because of it, Ching's DNA starts changing once again, and a huge wave-like liquid comes that was just like a shield, because of which Angela falls far, but with this, nothing happened to her. Now before she does something else and attacks Ching, Ching disappears and suddenly reaches behind her and cuts her neck with her knife in a jerk. All this was seen by the head manager of the company and many businessmen on the screen. Seeing her losing, the businessmen start questioning her. A businessman says bad things to the head manager, but he picks him up and throws him away and then ends him. After which he scares all the businessmen and also threatens them. On the other hand, Ching was sitting on her companion's lap. Seeing him, she becomes sad because he was badly injured and then he dies in her hands. Seeing this, Ching becomes furious that she reaches the main office of Medusa Company. As many soldiers come forward to stop her, she uses her disappearing power and ends them in a jerk. After which she goes straight to the head manager of the company and says, stop it. Now you will have to stop killing people. Immediately after it, there is a fight between them and the head manager was dominant on Ching. He strangles her neck, picks her up in the air and then throws it away. Due to it, Ching's mouth starts bleeding. Now because the head manager was powerful, that's why he was picking up Ching and hitting her on the walls and pillars, because of which she gets injured again, but like always once again her DNA changes and she becomes powerful than before. This time, she was disappearing so fast that the head manager was not even able to see her and was looking confused. Means that he was not understanding anything. What should I do now? Suddenly, Ching comes closer to him and pushes him to throw him far, but still he is not giving up and gets up again and gather all those glass pieces and sent them to Ching to attack. She disappears again and comes to his head. Now with the help of a knife she attacks him and ends his game. After ending everything, Ching goes to her friend to the police officer's house and missing him. Suddenly, he comes in front of her and we come to know that he is still alive because he is not a human but a mutant. It means that his DNA has been changed. Both look at each other lovingly and were happy. This story ends here with their happiness.